What is going on, y'all? Travis here, back with another episode of Grey's Anatomy, Season 6, Episode 15. Let's get into it.
I've seen a lot of surgery residents come and go in my time, and
Oh,
they're
no,
all
you're doing the
addicted
voiceover?
to surgery. It comes before food, before sleep. It becomes the most important thing.
What?
Nothing.
Well, go away.
You look nice.
Oh,
Go away.
The only thing. What they don't know is that living on that high can eat them alive.
Oh, I can't do it.
Of course you can.
Oh my god, I'm gonna hurl again?
Okay, please don't.
I'm not a public speaker, it's not my thing.
All you have to do is talk about being a great surgeon.
To a giant room full of people, from a giant stage. The microphone.
Some make it through. They come out on the other side. They survive with their sanity intact. They become better doctors and stronger people. I didn't. I broke. I didn't kill anybody, and I give thanks for that every day. But I hurt people and scared the hell out of myself. I am 45 days sober today.
wow.
I am Richard, and I am a grateful alcoholic.
Wow. Proud of you, Richard, so
I
far.
was told if I went to rehab, my job would be waiting for me.
Pending board approval. Sorry, Richard. You know what, maybe they'll reassess in a few months. I've been authorized to offer you a position as an attending general surgeon.
You want me to come work under you?
Yes, that's the stipulation.
Thanks for the offer, but no. I'll figure something else out.
It's lecture day and I have an open spot.
You brought that back?
Look, I understand if you don't want to come back, but if you're really going to leave this place, don't leave it the way you did. Give one last lecture.
Is he gonna leave?
Good morning. Good morning. I'm excited. Are you excited? This is a teaching hospital. We learn a lot by doing. We should also learn from other people's experiences. Their losses will save you losses. Their victories will inspire yours. Let's pay close attention. This is going to be good. Dr. Miranda Bailey.
Morning, everyone. Morning, Dr. Yang. If I have to stand here, you have to listen. Answer a question right, you get a chocolate. Doze off, you get beamed in the face. My aim is exceptional. 2003. I'm
I
3 days
love
into
her.
my intern year.
Alicia Tatum, status post-ovarectomy 3 months ago.
Okay, what does a workup show?
Multiple stones and wall thick.
Excuse me?
Multiple gallbladder stones.
Would you recommend we do it open or laparoscopically?
Laparoscopically.
Who said that?
Ah!
Sir.
You've,
Isn't that lady
had a pretty rough go of it, huh?
Nothing helps
the
the pain.
stepmom from The
I've seen
Parent
more
Trap?
doctors than I can count.
Hopefully we'll be the last.
The blonde.
8. We're gonna get to the bottom of this, okay? Prep her for surgery.
You.
Mandy.
Mandy? Boy, your parents really wanted you to work for it, huh? Draw some blood and take her for a pre-op x-ray.
I just wanted
You don't have wants or needs. I am a resident. I've been here 3 years, you've been here 3 days. Do the math, draw her blood.
She's definitely shaking.
Oh, she's doing her pee dance.
Okay, well, is she gonna pee right now?
Oh, no, that's not the right.
In my third year as a resident, In my third year as a resident, I was presented with a patient named Sunder Atluri, a 28-year-old grad, student from India.
I'm from Ortho, I was paged.
You were paged by me. You have to put me on this case.
Here's a newsflash, a really enthusiastic intern guy. I don't have to do anything.
I need some cool cases. Ever since the elevator thing, and
Wait, that was you? You're the heart in the elevator guy?
sure, let's go with that.
You're not at all how I pictured you. Dorky guy makes good, but you're not dorky, you're hot.
Maybe I was dorky before I saved the cop in the elevator.
Did it?
Does that turn you on?
That looked so fake.
Good morning. Once upon a time, long before I was chief of surgery, I was a resident right here at Cielo Grace, just like you. You learn from everything in your residency. The patients, the nurses, the attendings, but you don't realize how much you learn from each other. 1982.
So, Dr. Russell, I hear you shot a 74 last week. Just come to my club when you have a day off. We'll see if you measure up.
Oh, I'd love to.
You get any path back yet?
I checked him this morning, sir. I went to the lab myself.
Where's that damn crash cart?
I was checking his wound when he went into SVT. Charge your pedals to 100.
What the hell's going on here? What's happening?
This is no job for a nurse.
You know very well I'm not a nurse.
Sarah Paulson!
Dr. Ellis Gray, two-time Harper Avery Award winner and my colleague on this case that changed my life. Look around.
Sarah
The biggest
Paulson is
influences in
Meredith's
your life are
mom!
sitting next to you right now.
This is gonna get more interesting.
I love...
The late Dr. Ellis Gray was known as a groundbreaker. She was the best this hospital or most hospitals had ever seen. But back then, she was known as Sugar or Nurse or nothing at all?
This man came in for a simple hernia repair and is getting sicker instead of better.
Guess it's just you and me, kid.
Surprise, surprise.
Just talk. Just tell us what happened.
I never would have thought she'd be so nervous like this. She always seems so strong and confident.
There was this patient. He wanted to get his club foot fixed, but I had a different idea.
You told him he could walk?
Yes. I've seen polio. I've studied the procedures.
You're privileged. I'm saying you grew up privileged, and that privilege made you arrogant.
Sir, I didn't make this promise lightly. I can do this.
Did you promise him you'll try, or did you promise him you'll walk? Arrogant. All right, Dr. Torres. You'll live and die on this. This is your career at Seattle Grace.
He's such an ass. Gracie wouldn't know his ass from his finger.
Is ass the word of the day?
Anemia? Rhabdo? Was there any hematuria?
There was some yeast in his urine.
A contaminant. Maybe the hemolysis was just a bad blood draw.
Doesn't seem right.
Oh, y'all started. Y'all started quick.
We're going down the wrong road. Fever, wind, wound, water.
Water. The yeast. I think I got it.
Single most important step in the treatment process.
Physical exam.
No chocolate for you.
Patient history.
Thank you, catch.
There isn't much information, but
I want some
there are
chocolate.
a lot of gallstones.
High-fat diets are a huge contributor.
Yes, fatty foods and...
She's vegan.
Keep it down or get out of the OR.
She's vegan. Had severe reflux most of her life until she discovered that a vegan diet helped.
Well, that's quite a history you have there, Doctor. Dr. Bailo, the intern's doing a hell of a job.
That lady has some bad RBF. That RBF is real, honey.
Listen, you little moppet. You hang me out to dry like that in front of the chief again, and I will end you. Do we understand each other? If it were up to me, you'd be doing scut until your hair turns gray. It is up to me.
We're not allowed to beat
Who
you
the
with
fuck
sticks.
you think you
So
talking
we
to?
punish you with scud. We do it today, and they did it back in my day. Dr. Gray and I did mountains of scud. But it's how we found out our patient had a fungus called cryptococcus.
Country like
Cryptococcus?
Taiwan? No.
Do you live near a bird aviary, or are you around a lot of pigeons?
No.
What kind of questions are these?
We asked his girlfriend to step out because we knew we were going to have to ask some pretty uncomfortable questions. We suspected he might have GRID. Does anyone know what GRID is?
AIDS.
But in 1982, it was known as...
Gay-related immune deficiency? Are you out of your mind? What kind of doctors are you?
They're just standard questions.
You still need the antibiotics.
I'll get the antibiotics elsewhere. I'm real doctors. I did not come here to be insulted. And don't think I won't talk to your superiors about this.
Red?
This was early 1982. We hadn't seen a case in Washington State. San Francisco only had 5 cases. We didn't know what it was. The government wasn't funding research. Does anyone know when the HIV retrovirus was finally discovered?
That's only
1983?
40
right.
years ago.
It was so new that even our attending didn't know how to handle it.
Grid? What were you thinking? That patient wasn't even a gay.
A
He's threatening
gay?
to sue us for slander. Good job. You're on probation.
You have a stupid face. Both of them. You have a... I don't like him.
Patient's getting harder to ventilate.
I heard you. Shush.
Did you shush me? Don't shush me. You need to start to wrap up.
I just got started. I think it's gonna work. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure? He's got pericarditis and lung disease. He's getting unstable.
Dude, do you want him to walk or do you want him to keep breathing?
Successes or failures, which teaches you more?
Failures.
That was a gimme. Don't get too cocky. The patient was discharged, and a month later, she was back in the ER. Symptoms consistent with
Appendicitis.
you get a chocolate, because that's what I thought. But don't eat it yet. Dr. Weber decided that appy was going to be my first solo surgery.
Mobilize the cecum. Not bad, Dr. Bill. Surgery's a shark tank. Sharks have teeth. Make sure you're a shark, too, and not a minnow.
Referring to my height?
No, I'm not. God made you short. Who made you quiet?
Quiet.
That, unfortunately, is a perfectly healthy appendix.
What? Sir, I'm so sorry.
Shake it off. If you never get a negative appy, that means you're not doing enough appies. All right, let's take it out and get ready to close.
That lady can go fuck herself.
I didn't want to close, but we had to. So we took the patient to surgery again and... Wait, no. Hang on.
You were there. Help her.
That's when we saw the dude do the thing with his foot.
The surgery was more difficult than I anticipated. I was able to do the tendon release. I couldn't do any more than that.
I understand. When do we start again?
Sunder, I'm saying I think we don't.
Now I don't Understand. Look at my foot. Watch it. You did that for me. Since I was 7, I have never been able to do that. I've always been different. I've always been stared at. I want to walk. I want to stand straight up. I believe you can do the rest. Please try.
No surgeon likes giving up on a patient. Dr. Gray and I liked it even less than most. But when a patient refuses treatment, you're done. I mean, we were done. Well, that's what we thought anyhow.
Dr. Gray?
Mommy! Look!
That's supposed to be for her birthday.
She was crying. She misses you. I got desperate. Richard?
Thatcher, how are you?
I only have a few seconds. Show me your doll.
Dr. Gray, Dr. Weber, status emergency.
I gotta go, Fetch.
Mommy, don't go!
Meredith?
Oh, no!
Dr. Gray, Dr. Weber, status
Kaposi's sarcoma. Your grid patient from a few months back. Handle it.
I'm sorry. You were right about everything. Please, please, help me.
A healthy appendix. Now what?
Test for zebras. Uncommon diseases.
Okay. Sometimes you have to be your patient's advocate.
Oh, Alicia Tatum is being discharged.
She's sniffing around for pain meds. She's depressed is her problem.
Months of severe untreated pain can be depressing. Thought maybe we could test for lupus or lead poisoning, hemochromatosis.
We are not ordering thousands of dollars in tests.
What are we doing with Alicia?
Turfing her to psych for depression.
It didn't cure her pain. Wouldn't you be depressed?
Before she goes, I thought we could test for lupus, maybe hemochromatosis.
Now you're thinking. Good work.
Oh my God, I think that's an intussusception.
Dr. Gracie, what would you do in this situation?
Quite frankly, nothing. I wouldn't operate. This patient's a lost cause. It's got grid.
It's called AIDS.
No one knows what's causing it or how it spreads. No, I'm not doing it. And I recommend you don't do it either.
We're supposed to be healers.
10 years ago, you wouldn't even been allowed in this program. Don't you dare tell me what kind of oath we take.
Punch him in the fucking face.
We'd hit a wall.
We planned a number of procedures.
Ugly ass
But,
motherfucker.
Then I gave you that rousing pep talk.
You know what? He totally did.
What if I had quit in the elevator? What if I'd frozen? No reason for me to think I'm not gonna do anything but kill that cop faster.
Still.
I cut him open, I cross-clamped the aorta, and I stopped the bleeding.
Liar.
So pretend there's a blackout and you're stuck in an elevator and your guy's bleeding out. What are you gonna do?
Did she test positive for hemochromatosis?
Nope. Every test I could think of, negative. I did what I've told you all to do when you get stuck. I went to the library and I hit the books. I hit them hard.
I was raised to be polite. I was not raised to be a shark. Am I a minnow?
I really don't know.
Not because of my height, because I'm a minnow on the inside. It's a sad state of affairs, Joe.
We're a minnow, and then you became the Nazi.
Hell, we weren't noble. We were just more arrogant than the rest.
Your CT showed that your bowel has twisted in on itself.
It's a pretty rare problem, but we can take care of it with surgery.
Will Dr. Gracie be doing the surgery?
I'm afraid you're stuck with us.
He's scared, is he? Just like them. I can see them pointing, mumbling, staring.
Screw them.
I'm scared too. I used to be scared that people would find out that I was gay. Now I can't even hide it anymore. I'm a leper and untouchable. No one will look at me. No one will touch me. I want to hate everyone. They're treating me this way. How can I hate them for being scared when I'm the one that's been living the lie?
This is your chance to change that. Have this surgery. Let us operate.
What's the point? No one recovers from this.
For all you know, there could be a cure for this thing tomorrow. Let us operate.
We spent days trying to figure out the best strategy. So we researched, practiced, and eventually we were ready.
Okay, retract the rectus femoris. Okay, nobody panic. Page cardio. We need to do a subxiphoid pericardiotomy. It's like a miniature version of what you did in the elevator. So, get a scalpel.
Can't.
Take the scalpel. Do the elevator thing.
I can't. I've never done this. It wasn't me. Guy, it was O'Malley.
Ah! No, this is fine. And you're doing this.
But I haven't.
Just because you haven't doesn't mean you can't. Get it together and take the scalpel.
Make a 6-centimeter long incision over the xyphosternal junction.
We knew what we were doing was risky. These days, we know that AIDS transmission requires exchanges of bodily fluid. Can you get it from casual contact, from the air? No idea.
Poor guy, living a lie for so long.
Yeah, shame.
We're living a lie, too. We shouldn't be doing what we're doing. We have to stop.
No, we're not the lie. Our marriages are the lie. This This is what's right. We should leave them. You leave Adele, and I'll leave Thatcher.
I can't. You have a daughter. I can't. And neither can you. You don't have to go in there. I can do this alone.
You're just like the rest of them.
Ellis.
I gave birth to a child, Richard. That makes me a mother. It doesn't make me inept. It doesn't make me less of a surgeon, no matter how much everyone wants it to.
Ooh-wee.
All my research didn't help. I thought maybe I wasn't cut out for this game. Couple of months later, Alicia?
The pain got really bad. They said maybe I have some sort of obstruction. They want to go back in and take another look. Mandy, I don't think I can take it anymore.
Don't touch her. I know you're here to take her to the OR, but don't touch her.
So you canceled your resident surgery?
Where do you get off canceling my surgery? You listen to what I have to say. We cut. Yeah, rebook Miss Tatum for surgery.
Yeah, she doesn't have any signs of adhesions. She has a pseudo obstruction. Along with abdominal pain, she also had a weakness, palpitations, numbness. Her urine is intermittently dark. Your patient has porphyria. She could have avoided getting her ovaries taken out and her gallbladder. And yes, I took out her appendix. But you know the difference between you and me? I learned something from it. I learned to listen to my patient.
Dr. Bailey.
And the reason I had her chart was that she needs to get started on Heman right away. You put it in her IV. You give it to her daily.
Dr. Bailey.
The patient gets better. Supercilious fold.
Dr. Bailey.
Ooh, you better tell her.
My office. Now.
Aha, that dumb heifer.
We did a series of shorter surgeries, grueling for the patient, but worth it in the end.
Show him the x-rays.
Oh, yeah. Okay. These are the before, and these are the after.
She's so cute.
It was amazing. I mean, after the final surgery, we celebrated that night. Did we ever celebrate?
You too!
Cone of silence.
Yeah.
I knew I was in big trouble.
It is my job to make sure that my residents are supported and treated with respect.
I'm
You have said enough for one day. It's my job. So we're gonna sit here with you wearing that terrified look on your face so that Dr. Balo and her friends can assume you're having your behind handed to you on a platter.
You're gonna make a hell of a surgeon, Dr. Bailey.
The best. The fucking best.
Well, the patient survived the surgery, but 8 months later, he came back with PCP pneumonia. He died a week later. Dr. Gray and I won't speak for her, but I lost the sense that I was a superhero, and I really started to think of how dangerous it all was. It changes you. Patients, your colleagues, you change each other. You don't ever think you'll lose your way. Just remember why you came here. You said it the day you graduated from med school. You took the physician's oath. Remember it. Tape it to your locker, to your bathroom mirror, because it is too easy to lose your way. I solemnly pledge to consecrate my life to the service of humanity. I will give to my teachers the respect and gratitude that is their due. I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity. The health of my patients will be my #1 consideration. I will respect the secrets that are confided in me, even after my patient has died. I will maintain by all the means in my power the honor and the noble traditions of the medical profession. My colleagues will be my sisters and brothers. I will not permit considerations of age, disease or disability, creed, ethnic origin, gender, race, political affiliation, nationality, sexual orientation, social standing, or any other factor to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. I will not use my medical knowledge to violate human rights and civil liberties, even under threat. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor.
Job offer still stands. Think about it. Let me know.
We'll see.
To Philip.
May he rest in peace.
You can't toast a dead Irishman with a soda pop. Get this man a vodka.
No, I can't stand the taste of that stuff.
It's time to learn. You're a grown-up. It's time to act like it.
I can't leave her, Ellis.
We'll see.
You're the one who gave him his first, got him to have his first drink? Not his first drink, but open the door. I loved that episode, actually. I love seeing flashbacks and stuff like that, seeing the history which helped make these characters who they are today. Like, that is so interesting to me, that like Bailey was this quiet and kind of timid and kind of shy, like just a little nugget, and I love her, and she became so like confident and takes charge and so smart, and that's the mama of the hospital, man. Like, I love her. Oh my god. And it's so interesting to see like Callie, who does come off as like strong and confident and like a badass, and then she gets on stage and like it's just, it all just, she like just kind of crumbles in on herself, you know, like, I don't know. And I really liked Richard and that AIDS patient. That's so heartbreaking, like, to think that that was only 40 years ago now at this point, 30 years ago for, you know, this season, or, you know, 27, whatever the math is, when this aired. Craziness how much has happened and still hasn't happened, you know what I mean? Like, it's come a long way, but the fact that there's still no cure, crazy, sad, but medicine and everything has come a long way. Like, if you take care of yourself, usually you can have a very long, full, fulfilling life. So usually, no, it's not the same for everybody, but yeah, let me know what y'all thought about this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.